Okay, off to a great start. Apparently I can't stream in landscape mode, which is why I went live for a second there and nothing happened. Alright, so we're going to give this a try here. I can't see the screen. I can barely see the screen. Let's try this a different way here. Can I rotate? Can I go like this, maybe? Figure out the best way to do this. How can I paint and then watch chat at the same time? Is this even possible? Guess we're gonna find out. Doubt anyone's even gonna watch this, so. It's the middle of the damn day. Everyone should be at work. It's kind of why I'm doing it right now, because I don't work on Tuesdays. So I'm just going to try to paint a bunch of little guys at once and see how fast I can do it. That's my goal, is just to paint as many of these little dudes as possible in as short amount of time as possible. You may not have... my thought process behind painting it purple and then yellow on top is just to kind of a color theory thing, so that the yellow will bring out the lightness in the colors that are being hit by the light, and then the dark down here will bring out the dark coolness of the colors down there, and it'll kind of make it so I don't have to do as much layering. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'll just watch it back later. I'll be the only view on this video, I'm sure. This guy is black and white. He's kind of an experiment to see if maybe I can just get away with doing black and white. There's a little bit of gray on him too. You can barely see it though. The black and white really stand out. Okay, so we are going to start painting these dudes. I'm just going to start with one color. And go from there. Start with Big Choppa here. Got a big old choppy chop. Big old trap jaw. Add a little bit more water to this paint. Where are you? Drip. Starting with the most important orc color, green. Maybe just a little too much water there. Stir it around a bit. It's always the way it goes for me. It's either too much or too little. Every time. Yeah, like... It's like acting like a wash right now. At this point, I want it to be a little bit more vibrant. That's looking a lot better. Looking more like a orky green instead of a green tinted kind of maroon looking thing. I'm not too worried about getting paint in other spots. My famously shaky hands that are just going to be the death of any kind of artistic career that I would want. Doesn't mean I don't try, though. Make sure nobody's watching. And now my phone is wanting to die even though it's plugged in. Phone's like, what the hell are you doing to me? I'm just a cheap cell phone. Why are you trying to make me into a streaming device? What the hell are you thinking? Oh, you know what? It's not plugged in. Let me do that real quick. Oh, geez. That was a dumb mistake that I just made. Let me just finish up this beefy arm here. Oh yeah, big old ham bone, beefy arm. Oh yes. Green eggs and ham. Bet orcs would love green eggs and ham. The side of mushrooms. Plug this into power. How ugly does this house look? Yeah. Ain't nobody watching this crap. Well, at least we got power back. This guy kind of looks like Trapjaw from He-Man. Ooh, maybe I should do this in 3D so you can see the brush coming right at you. Ooh. Guess that's not that important to get down in there into his neck. All right, and looks like he's gonna have a little bit of a blown out knee on his pants. That's fine. I think I'll keep that. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. I kind of want to move on to this guy just so I can see how it's going to look in black and white instead of mean, that's such a cliche thing to do, just add black to a color to make it shaded, but it's not really how color works. That's not how light works in the real world. I mean, it's an easy way to do it, and it's a good effect when you're first starting out, especially when you're just drawing in pencil or black and white. It's like, yes, add a little white and it makes it lighter, add a little, make it darker and it makes it darker. Ta-da! Yeah, it's a great great way to learn that chiaroscura, all that good stuff, the balance of light and darkness. But when it comes time to do color, you kind of have to do a bit more work. That's something that I think a lot of people, I know for a long time I ran up against that and didn't quite understand it. I'm only recently reaching a point where I get it, and I'm in my 30s, so yeah. There's clearly artists who are well past me who understand the importance of warm and cool colors. But yeah, I just experimented with black and white to see what that would, see if that made much of a difference. I think it does, I just don't like the way it looks. I prefer to start with the primer of white and black. Or, the purple and yellow, I think, is going to be. I did do one in blue and yellow that I'll probably be painting later. But that's not an orc. This is the orc painting stream. You'll have to wait for the wizard painting stream. Wizard slash lizard man riding a dinosaur stream, which is coming soon. If this streaming thing works, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah. Ain't nobody watching this crap. I'm speaking to the audience who will likely be watching later, right? You're watching later. You weren't there for the live stream because you were busy working or out buying groceries, just otherwise enjoying life. Unlike me, who is shut in to his house, painting with his lazy cat by his side. Okay. I mean, it looks okay, but I do prefer the yellow. I prefer doing the yellow. I like the yellow because it gives it a kind of almost neon look, and then when you add the wash, it like dampens the colors down a little bit and makes it look less neon and more natural. That's just me, though. I feel like if I didn't have refrigerators buzzing behind me, this would be a good relaxing stream to watch. Because you get those wind chimes, got a little bit of traffic noise, and you got me just kind of whispering to you. How's it going? Oh, you like orcs? I like orcs too. They're so cheerful. And they love to break things and blow things up just like me. They really tap into that destructive spirit that we all love. That side of us that just likes to see a good explosion. Who watches the part of us that watches NASCAR races just to see if they crash. Part of us that rubbernecks during a car accident to see if they can see anything gruesome. That's what orcs are all about. They're just that part of us. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to feel like that sometimes. That's just how we are. Like Bob Ross talking about rubbernecking. Okay, let's move to this guy. This guy's a bit smaller, so he's gonna be tricky. This was one of the first guy I did. The video's already up on the channel. I did his companion. I did his little companion, the other orc boy with big shooter. I think that video went up yesterday. And it was my first time doing this. And it's kind of embarrassing, because I've learned so much in that short time since then. And I just keep learning more the more I do this. But he's just so tiny. I can't imagine doing other character, like a human character with tiny little fingers. I'm going to be eventually, but I can't Imagine that's going to be easy. Just get a hint of color up in there. No one's going to see that anyway, so. Keep wondering if maybe I should paint these pieces before I put them together. And I just wonder if that would be the wrong idea, because I wonder if you wouldn't be able to fit the pegs together. That's kind of my fear, is not being able to fit the pegs together after you paint it. And then you're just like, oh, I guess I put all that detail into it for nothing. Now I can't even put it together. Man, am I dumb. I'll have to figure out a way to get some chill hip hop playing in the background. This could just be that kind of stream. People watch it and chill out. Watch me Bob Ross it up. Well, I could probably, you know what? I could totally do that. Do what Bob Ross does. Like, already. I wonder why I don't. I bet you oh man. If I did stuff I wasn't interested in, I would probably get way more attention on YouTube and the internet at large. If I did stuff that I wasn't into. If I would just turn off that part of my brain that gets bored. These guys are kind of twins here. They're like, they're like Tamox and Zaymot. They can like feel each other's pain, maybe. Also, they supply the orcs with money somehow. I don't know. And they're acrobatics. Yep. I don't know. That's everything I know about Tamox and Zaymot from G.I. Joe. And knowing is half the battle. Go, Joe. I would like paint them in opposite color schemes just to accentuate the fact that they are like that. That would be fun, but they kind of have different outfits, so they're not really. They came out of two different sets. I went back to Central City Comics in Ellensburg, and I grabbed the rest of the sets he was trying to unload that were like this. I think there may be something in the rules that says you can't use these anymore, but regardless, I'm not really interested in playing the game. That might be why he was trying to unload them. He also had some Horde and War Machine stuff, a lot of it there, which I thought was intriguing, but I grew up kind of appreciating Warhammer 40k from afar, just as a Dungeons and Dragons fan. They were often in the same sorts of locations, in the same circles. You'd run into people who were into Warhammer 40k. And it looked neat. And I always wanted to give it a try. I'm more a fan of the video games, though. Like, Dawn of War 2 was the big one. Played that a couple times. I should probably snag it on Steam now. I think it's on sale again. I need to. I have two Steam accounts, so I should probably just get it from my other one. One of them's technically my son's at this point. And he's played like over... He's probably played over 1,000 hours of Portal 2 because that's his favorite game of all time. It's Portal 2. Like, I swear I could probably just turn on a live stream of him playing that game, and I think people would be really blown away. He's a really good problem solver, that kid. Especially when the problem involves getting in trouble. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the YouTube algorithm would help me out here. I know they're trying to make streaming more of a thing on their service. I was hoping it would just kick me over some views. Guess that's too much to ask. Boy, they love to show me them PragerU ads, but do you think they can send me some views? Hell no. Yeah, those PragerU ads drive me crazy. And I know that's by design. They know they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They're paying for that ad space so that they can force people to watch their BS. And hopefully they'll convert a bunch of people over. And it also kind of just sticks it to YouTube because, just the nature of them, um, being the kind of people who say, I'm not homophobic, I just don't think gay people should be able to do anything. I just think gay people should stop being gay. That's not homophobic. Just the nature of being that way, they've come afoul of people reporting them and all that stuff. That's just that's just the way that goes. And of course, they're trying to get back at YouTube by buying a bunch of ad space. So they're forcing them to send all those videos all over the internet, which is just great. Wonderful. It's wonderful to watch, a video of somebody who is clearly gay, is openly gay, and then before that, it's just some lady talking about how, oh, I hate it when they call me homophobic because I just didn't want to sell flowers at their wedding, and even though he was one of my best customers. So that crap. And I don't know. I always just report them as inappropriate and leave it at that. I'm sure YouTube won't do a thing about it because they have money. If I had money, maybe they'd listen to me. Isn't that how that works? Or I guess if I ever make money for them, they'd listen to me. Of course, there's no money in just being a rational person who keeps to himself. You kind of have to get out there and stir the crap. don't know. I've heard people talk about how they can do like a whole Blood Bowl team in like an hour. I don't know how that's possible. I can't even finish one figure in an hour. Right now I'm just trying to assembly line these, the different colors of paint. I have a feeling I'm probably going to miss some spots. I'm not worried about getting outside the lines because I can just fix that later on. I'll probably end up covering it up with some other paint. Okay. This guy's got some serious look on his face. I don't like these ones that have the helmets that are receded. Gotta really get in there. Alright, that's enough for that color. Green. What's an orc without some green? The brush is all green now. Oh, we got one viewer. How's it going? I mean, of course I have a viewer. I'm awesome. I don't even know if the chat is on this thing, if you said anything. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Gonna move on to some red. Go back up to trap jar up here. Like that hot rod red. He's got quite a bit to color red. I'm just wondering if I should do his jaw red too. In the guide, it shows it being yellow, but I don't know. I've been using a lot less yellow than they suggest. Yeah, I like the orcs because they're just, everything's all scrapped together. And it's okay to get a little crazy with the details. I've got a couple Space Marines that I'm going to be painting at some point. And it's probably going to drive me crazy because I'll want to get every little detail right. And I won't be able to because my hands feel like they're about ready to rattle the table out of its legs. I don't know. Let's see here. I'll leave his gun alone because that'll just take forever, but we'll definitely get down here into these armored plating. What the heck? We'll get down here and paint these studs on his shoes. They kind of make him look like a bear. He's just a teddy bear. Yes, he is. He's a big old teddy bear with a metal jaw. He's looking like Trapjaw from Masters of the Universe. Don't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, that's enough of that. Shoot. Kind of want to do something cool with that jaw. Okay, I'll paint it red for now, and I think I'm going to add some, like, horizontal stripes to it. just to make it look like it was just a piece of a vehicle or something that that they just grafted to his face because he lost his lower jaw. Damn. Alright, so there's that dude and his red stuff. Move on to Zamont or Tamex, I don't know which. And I think, yeah, let's give him a red eye patch. And his brother will have a black eye patch, and that's how you'll be able to tell them apart. They're twins who lost the same eye somehow and dressed the same. I think the other orcs are kind of annoyed with them because they're always fighting with each other. Maybe one of them lost an eye and the other one felt jealous, so he just gouged it out. It's like, you can't have a better scar than me. We're twins. So he just gouged his eye out. I can see why people do this. This is fun. You just come up with backstories for all your little dudes. I think for his spikes, I'm going to paint him silver later on. He's got kind of an ogre belly plate. We're going to color in here. How would I'm starting to question my own mythology right now. How would orcs be twins if they come out of mushrooms? Maybe they both came out of the same mushroom? Surely that's possible. Surely they could both come out of the same weird amniotic mushroom sac that grows in the ground. jeez. Having a camera film this is making it harder. All right. And we're just gonna paint his happy little axe. Yeah. And you don't have to have an axe in your world, but in my world, this axe is very sharp. Maybe there's a little squirrel that lives in this axe. Probably not. That's crazy talk. Anything else? There's like a little plate right here. Okay. Now on to his brother, Zamot. And he's not going to have red in his eye patch, but I'm going to make his top knot red. And maybe the straps of the eye patch will be red instead. And I'll make it black or something. He's going to have a lot more red on his costume, though. He's got a lot more plates. For Pete's sake, I knew I was going to forget green somewhere. I just noticed that this guy's neck is not green. So I guess I'll go back and fix that later. If I even remember. It's not exactly a detail most people are going to notice, but I'll know, damn it. I'll know. A lot of little details on this guy. A lot more than usual. It's alright, we'll get them all. We'll get them. Other than maybe like dipping in here and trying desperately not to eat anything else. Like his braid. Alright. I think that's good. Well, let's get some parts of his axe too. Because why not? I'm going to paint over that with some silver anyways, so it is okay if I go outside the lines. Okay. Oh, my single viewer gave me a single like. I mean, all of my adoring fans love this video. Um, you know, let's let's get him. Let's get this guy. He's so small. He's just a tiny. He's the littlest hobo of orcs. So there's that. And then we're just gonna get this. Get all up in there. And his helmet itself is gonna be all red. Not much else to paint on that guy. Oh, this guy has the same body as Zammot over here. Right? Yeah, he does. Okay. That's how that works. Alright. So first we're going to get his helmet. Okay. I'm gonna go back to green. and fix some of these guys whose necks I miss. Okay. Hope that doesn't show up on the stream. I should turn off notifications when I do this. Living and learning, laughing and loving, learning and living and laughing and... yeah. Okay. These ain't rednecks, these green necks. Good old green necks. Let's see, who else is missing a green neck? This guy. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good for today as far as the stream goes. Take a look at this, see how it turned out, see how the audio looks. See if I had any comments or anything I need to respond to, all that good stuff. But yeah, I think we'll get these guys done in no time. I mean, relatively no time. How long was this? An hour? In an hour, I was able to get 2 different colors on all these dudes. So hopefully I'll get faster as time goes on and I get bigger armies to do. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell icon and send me a dollar. No, I don't have Patreon yet. You know, all those calls to action that people do that I always forget. But anyways, see you, internet friends. Bye-bye.